The war in Ukraine this evening, Russia escalating its attacks in eastern Ukraine, and tonight a top Russian diplomat, the highest ranking Russian official yet, resigning from his post, saying, quote, "Never have I been so ashamed of my country," saying those who conceived this war want only one thing: to remain in power forever, live in pompous, tasteless palaces, sail on yachts, enjoying unlimited power and complete impunity.
Tonight, Ukrainian and Russian forces toe-to-toe here in the Donbas region. What happens here could decide the outcome of the war.
Both sides are now taking heavy losses, but the UK is saying that the Russians may have lost as many men here in just 3 months as the Soviets did in 9 years in Afghanistan.
Western powers have been upping the number of weapons they've been sending to Ukraine in recent weeks, but that weaponry has been mostly short-range systems like Javelin anti-tank weapons and artillery. That changed on Monday when dozens of defense ministers from around the world, the so-called Ukraine Contact Group, agreed to up the firepower they'll send to long-range weaponry, including harpoon launchers and missiles.
Some 20 countries have announced new security assistance packages. Many countries are donating critically needed artillery ammunition, coastal defense systems, and tanks and other armored vehicles.
Austin also said there are discussions underway over whether the U.S. will send some U.S. troops to Ukraine to help train their forces on that equipment or to protect the newly reopened U.S. embassy in Kyiv. But President Joe Biden has long said Washington will not engage in combat.
The only man not wearing a mask, mourning the loss of his mentor. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un helped carry the casket of the army marshal who groomed him to become supreme leader. This is one of the most senior military leaders to have died in North Korea since the COVID-19 pandemic began. North Korea denied the very existence of the pandemic until last week. Now, its state media are reporting millions of people are sick with an unidentified fever and that 65 people have died. North Korean defectors and aid groups say its healthcare system isn't ready for an outbreak of this size. North Korea has resisted all international offers of vaccines, including from neighboring South Korea.
Ethiopian authorities have arrested more than 4,000 people in the northern Amhara region, local state media said on Monday, as part of a wider crackdown against militia fighters, critics and the press. Gizachu Mulene, spokesperson for the Amhara Regional Administration, and federal government spokesperson Legesse Tulu did not immediately respond to requests for comment on the wave of arrests. Amhara state security official Deselen Tasu told the Amhara Media Corporation that more than 200 of the suspects were accused of killings. He alleged they had conducted illegal activities in the name of the Fano paramilitary group. It was not clear why the rest were being detained.
And yet another sandstorm hit Iraq on Monday. This is the 9th sandstorm that has hit Iraq since mid-April. Storms have been more frequent in the region in recent months. Sandstorms are triggered by soil degradation, severe droughts and low rainfall. All these are fueled by climate change. Iraq closed airports and public buildings on Monday as another sandstorm hit the country. The streets of Iraq's capital, Baghdad, and other provinces in the country were completely deserted. A thick blanket of dust covered the roads and buildings in Baghdad with an orange film. The drivers kept the car headlights on in the day to see their way as well. Authorities declared a day off for the schools and universities, and airports in Baghdad and southern provinces were also shut down.